What's up? I wasn't expecting to drop a video like this. I'm actually supposed to be editing a lewd gaming video right now. But Elon Musk was like, no bro, I got you. I have your video. Because this Business Insider article just came out a little while ago called "A SpaceX Flight Attendant Said Elon Musk Exposed Himself and Propositioned Her for Sex," documents show. The company paid her $250,000 for her silence. After I read this article, I had so many questions. First one being, Elon can't get laid? The idea that the world's wealthiest man has to proposition people for sex and offer money to obtain that is very, very odd to me. And I don't mean this in the way that Elon has money so he deserves sex. It's nothing like that. It's just that he's the wealthiest man in the world, and there are just so many people that love Elon because he's Elon Musk. Elon could probably go on any one of his social medias, be like, hey, does anybody want to go on a date with me? And he would have millions of single women replying to him. Elon could easily fly to any country that is okay with sex work, hire an escort, go to brothels. There are so many things he could do with the amount of money that he has and avoid trouble like this and having to pay people for their silence. Allegedly. But that's not even where this whole story gets interesting, to be honest, because again, I just feel like, why is this even happening? Then again, he did date Amber Heard. Let's just dive into the article to get into the juicy parts. I'm going to be paraphrasing some of this article, but you can read it as I'm talking about it. But this incident apparently happened in 2016. The flight attendant involved in this confided in a friend that after taking the flight attendant job, she was encouraged to get licensed as a masseuse so she could give Elon Musk massages. It was apparently during one of these massages that she was propositioned for the hanky-panky. Before I tell you the juicy parts of the story, Elon Musk has already kind of said something about this. After Insider contacted Musk for comment, he emailed to ask for more time to respond and said that there's a lot more to the story. If I were inclined to engage in sexual harassment, this is unlikely to be the first time in my entire 30-year career that it has come to light, he wrote, calling the story a politically motivated hit piece. They also asked the vice president of SpaceX to comment on the settlement. They said they were not going to. This next part of the story is where shit gets interesting. The flight attendant told her friend that the billionaire SpaceX and Tesla founder asked her to come to his room during a flight in late 2016 for a full body massage, the declaration says. When she arrived, the flight attendant found that Musk was completely naked except for a sheet covering the lower half of his body. During this massage, the declaration says, Musk exposed his genitals and then touched her and offered to buy her a horse if she would do more, referring to the performances of sex acts. The attendant, who rides horses, declined and continued with the massage without engaging in any sexual conduct. The attendant is not for sale, the friend's declaration said. She is not going to perform sexual favors for money or gifts. The incident occurred during a flight to London. Can you imagine being offered a horse for sexual acts? The f am I gonna do with the horse, Elon? You know how expensive they are to just feed and stable? But can you also imagine how that conversation goes? Like, apparently Elon was there all spread out. Hey, if you want to do a little bit more besides this massage, I could buy you a horse. I thought I didn't have any game. Really? A horse? Out of all the shit you could buy somebody, you're gonna offer to buy a horse. Is this horse like a Kentucky Derby type of horse? Is it gonna win me some races so I can get millions of dollars? I'm sorry, but a horse feels like a hassle. You're gonna have to throw in at least a house, especially in today's market. Elon just bought Twitter and you're telling me he's just offering horses? Seems kind of low. Also, just because somebody rides horses doesn't mean they own them. They're expensive! The article does go on to say that there are more details about the incident, but for the sake of anonymity, you know the word. The article does say that he whipped out his penis. It was erect. Do you think with Elon being the wealthiest man in the world, do you think he's got something that people are like, oh? Or do you think all the money is just to, compensate? Also, to any young men watching this, just letting you know, whipping it out doesn't even work for the wealthiest man in the world. So let this be known that you shouldn't do this unless a woman asks you to. There's a lot more that goes on in this article, saying that the flight attendant's shifts got cut. She started getting a lot of anxiety because of this. She looked up to Elon, but no longer after this. It goes on to talk about the $250,000. I'll just link it in the description. Now, of course, Mr. Elon has done really nothing since this article has come out. He's just posting a bunch of memes and crap because he thinks they're funny. He also just so happened to post this yesterday, that in the past I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindest party, but they become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and I will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaigns against me unfold. pretty sure Elon knew this article was gonna be coming out, so he wanted to get ahead of it. Pretty smart of him to do the Republican comment, because now he's just gonna be lumped in with every other Republican that has these kind of issues around them. I just wanted to talk about this video because it was kind of ridiculous, and also, I'm still seeing a lot of people really love Elon Musk, even when over the last year or so, I feel like the Elon Musk train has been going down, down, down. I mean, it was kind of cool when he was doing stuff with PewDiePie, and that was, I think, peak Elon, but now, after all of this stuff, becoming the richest person in the world and just talking shit about a lot of people, he just seems like a bitter old rich dude. And if you ever want to look into the craziness of Elon's past and who his parents are and all that kind of stuff, he just seems like a supervillain. But a supervillain that posts memes. I just think that the allure of Elon Musk has faded. I don't really care about the dude anymore. He seems more and more like a bad guy every time I see him speak nowadays. And then of course he has some type of sexual misconduct thing come against him. Allegedly. Also, I wanted to post this video for anybody out there that feels like, man, I'm gonna be single forever. I'm terrible with the ladies. Or men. The world's richest man can't even get laid. And he's got billions of dollars. So don't feel too bad. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you guys like this content, hit that subscribe button.